Hey guys, Killer6, and today I'm going to show you guys how to take a team of 4 to take on the final raid boss on the Assault on Dragon Keep DLC. And first off, I'm going to show you just how I spec'd out with Zero. You can do this a variety of different ways. This is just like the way that I usually like to load out for this sort of fight. And as you note there on the right hand side of the screen, I have the new head for Zero. Please don't bother asking me how I got it. One of my subscribers came into one of my games, dropped off a bunch of heads and skins, and I picked them up and used them. Now, I assume that they're in the game since they were droppable items. I had no idea that nobody knew how to get these just yet. Once I find out how to get these, of course I will let you guys know. In the meantime, please don't bother asking me because I haven't the slightest idea. Alright, so anyhow, moving on. Here's how I load it out. I use the Shadow of the Seraphs to get the extra shots, which comes in handy with the different weapons. I'm using the Stormfront, the Legendary Hunter mod. I'm going to switch my right-sizing bitch out for the Florantine. I'm also using the double penetrating Unkempt Harold and the Grog Nozzle and the B shield, and I'll talk more about that here in a second. The Grog Nozzle I'm using to get the health recovery, which recovers at 65%, which is amazing. So here is the way that I would suggest taking on the dragons. First of all, I would say start with the Slag, because he has the ability to raise the level of the other characters. As you see, his name is Boost. So he can raise the actual level of the other dragons, which will make this fight way more difficult than it needs to be. And he's pretty easy to take out. I mean, in this instance, just B-hawked him with the Sandhawk. Sorry. Up next, I would suggest taking on the Shock dragon, as he can actually heal the other dragons. So you knock those two out, and they have no healing way to go, and no way to boost their levels. So I would say those two are your main obstacles. A lot of people say start with the Shock one, but I don't want to give them a chance to level up at all, to be honest with you. So after we take him out, I would suggest taking out the fire damage one next after that. And one thing I want you guys to notice here in this video is, even though I'm using the B shield, I want you to notice that because I'm using the Grog Nozzle, I very rarely will get put in fight for my life. I think some of the other guys are using either evolutions or the I'm not even sure what all they were using, to be honest with you. I didn't really ask them for their builds, but I know a couple of the guys here don't usually use the B shield at all. Not because they're purists or elitists or anything like that, but they don't want to die, and they're afraid that using the B shield they're going to get their asses beat. And you know, sometimes you have to sacrifice damage for defense. In most instances, though, in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, I've noticed that there's really not much point because of what we call the health gate mechanic. And what that does is, if you are below half health, and this was found by a person other than myself, I will not take any credit for finding this information. There's plenty of other sources to learn about this, so go search those out for yourselves. I'm not going to link anybody. The health gate mechanic basically states that if you're at or below half of your health, like for example my max health here is like 200 and something thousand, if I was at 100,000 or below, just rounding, then I can be one shot killed regardless of whether or not I have a full shield. So for example, I think somewhere in this fight one of these dragons one shots me, puts me down. Health gate should protect you from that. Now, with the Grog Nozzle, you can almost always keep your health at max just by throwing down a grenade or hitting these guys with kunai and equipping the Grog Nozzle, putting it in your hand. And just holding it in your hand will heal you. You can also shoot things with it to get healing properties. And in my case, I have the eviscerating version. I can stab things with it, and that'll give me the healing as well. So yeah, and what I'm basically saying is, it doesn't really matter what shield you're using, what the capacity is. the enemies in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode will one-shot kill you most of the time. One or two-shot kill you most of the time, regardless of your shield. So why not go with maximum damage? I guess that's my point. And like I was saying, just, you know, kind of watching this video, how often the other guys go down versus how often I get put down. Now right here, I do something stupid. I walk right onto the flame surface there, but I switch to the Grog Nozzle, and my health doesn't go down at all. You see that? So had the Stormfront blasting him as well. And okay, so I used the Florantine on the Flame Dragon. Now, one thing to note is with Zero, you have the extra bullet chance already due to the Two-Fang skill, and I combined that with the Shadow of the Seraphs relic, so I was getting lots of extra shots. Right there, I did something stupid, and it was mostly due to the stupid Xbox controller D-pad, but I was trying to switch to the Grog Nozzle, and ended up switching to the double penetrating Unkempt Harold by accident. Yeah, the D-pad on the Xbox controller just drives me crazy, and I've, you know, complained to my teammates until they were probably tired of hearing of it. But I would rather use an old NES controller's D-pad. That's how bad it is. It feels too loose. Like if I hit the D-pad up button to get to my Grog Nozzle, half the time I end up on the left or right slot, and it's just like, come on, you know, I'm clearly pushing up on the stupid D-pad. Anyhow, all right. So when you get down to the final two, the flame, I would say needs to go first, because he will light up this entire arena and just absolutely kick your ass. So make sure you take him out. And then the good thing about leaving the corrosive one for the final one is he will spawn those little brood dragons, which you will be able to get revives off of if you do go down into fight for your life. Make sure that when you're shooting this flame dragon that he does not have his wings covering him up, which gives him shields, which reflects your bullets, because that will kick your ass. Now, as you can see, he's almost dead. It means this fight is almost over. And I want to talk about one more thing, and that's the Grog Nozzle, and how a lot of people have this misconception that the only way to acquire it is as a quest item. And here I do something stupid. I'm trying to just like hit him with that for a slag, but then I should have thrown a Stormfront there instead of shooting him that last time because my health was so low. That was just dumb, and I don't know why I did it. It's just like one of those heat of the moment kind of things there, but luckily I get revived. And then I have to come over here. Well, nope, somebody else beat me to that one. Okay, so, alright, yeah, the Grog Nozzle. I'm going to put out a video either tonight or tomorrow showing you guys that you can actually get that as the reward for completing the beard quest for Claptrap. And I'm not sure how this misconception started, but it seems to be very prolific on the forums that people think that the only way to get the Grog Nozzle is as the quest item, and that once you turn in the quest you cannot get the gun. But that's just, it's wrong, and I'll show you guys in a video pretty soon. But really, I think that's about all I've got for you guys. Oh, I'm going to show you guys the looting after the thing, after the fight. But I'll tell you what, I'm just going to let this go to regular audio for the rest of the way. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please take a moment to click that like button. It helps me to keep making videos for you guys. And doesn't really put money in my pocket. I'm not too worried about that. I give all that back to you guys anyhow in the contest and DLC giveaways and so forth. So please click that like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'm going to be making more videos on this DLC, some item reviews and so forth. And appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Bonus clip. So, if you jump on Torg's head here at the stockade, you have a chance of being turned sideways. Check that out and impress your friends, or at least freak them out. Looks like Torg's doing something really nasty to Ivan there. Take care, guys.